I'm a bit late to the party. Uh, I mean, I've just managed to finish the club now, and now I'm just opening up the last seconds here of actually the last game, Ju and Jun and Anish Giri. I think this is so cool. So, yeah, okay, I'm a bit late to the party. Okay. Nothing I could have done. I had another job today. Wow. Ju and Jun, GM Chat. What? Okay. Uh, she white. Anish Giri plays with the blacks. Is it gonna be a draw? I mean, I just opened up now. I have no idea what's going on here. Just open up now, and suddenly I realized there is one last game happening as we speak. It's just amazing. Actually, the last one, Joe and John Anish Giri, exhausting for these two guys in particular. All right. What that means is that you can't move the rook up and down unless you actually check the king. Hi there, Simpson. How's it going? Cheers, man. So you came via YouTube. That's awesome. Thank you very much. This is the last game in the first round today. Oh, Rook F3. And I was just saying to myself and to yourself probably that's making the white rook staying on the same rank with the pawn here. Unless the white king, unless the black king does something like this, but then it's gonna be a check, right? Then they're coming here. I'm not sure how you're gonna defend that one. Unless you're gonna play here and aim for this guy. Quite a difficult one. And the problem for Ju Engine is that she's on 1 minute 40 seconds. And Anish Giri is just having like 15 minutes. I think she put a wonderful fight here. And it's still to be disputed. Again, I think Anish is doing way better time-wise. And that black rook on f3, you're not going to move it anytime soon. So she just moves. She just moves the... I guess the plan would be... If black king h6 Simpson, that would be white rook check, and if they move, g5 is g6. And then if you take here, I'm going to take your guy here. So it's still playable, still playable. Still playable, guys. And, okay, what does Anish want to do? He wants to come out via f7. Can we check? They move. Check again. They move. Nah, you can't do this. You gotta stop them. But how? Okay, so he wanna come this way. You wanna come king f7, king f6. If he manages to get two strikers on the f5, then Wen Jun's gonna have an issue. I don't know how you can defend it. Phew. That's a tough one. So, Simpson, I just put something now, another YouTube video yesterday, and I plan on another one tomorrow. But also tomorrow is the second round of the Tata Steel 2024. That starts at 1 p.m. GMT, and I do want to stream that one. Obviously longer than today, which is just a few minutes, because I just returned now from the club. Yeah, so exactly as we said, guys, the aim is... Ooh, she is relentless. I love it. She's a fighter. So the king goes for the f6, and she's gonna go for this guy, but that one has been taken already. I think it's gonna go down now. I'm afraid it's gonna go down for Juwanjon at this stage now. Difficult, because the black king's gonna play this and this and this, and I don't know what avenue is available for white, and white is not doing very well time-wise. So now looks like Anish Giri is doing very well. And I can't find any other good moves for white. I don't know what else can you do. So black, I guess they could just play king g6, right? King g6, king g5, king g6, king g5. Okay. Play the rook. Probably he wants to make sure the white king does not do nothing. Well, okay. So they defend that pawn. I guess you can play this and that, moving the pawn here. Okay, she's gonna play until the last second because it's I mean, if she came to this point now. Yeah. Alright. Hello there, Matt. So if she played to this point now, she came here now. I think she needs to continue. I mean, she's been playing for quite a few, I don't know, 2 hours already, 3 hours, how long it been? Quite a few. Alright, so why would she resign now? Let her continue. Yeah. So I guess she needs to check the black king if they put themselves to be checked. But after king g6, I don't know what else. You just need to wait for them to expose the king. So if black potentially pushes the pawn and, well, the rook is here, so you can't push it now, but it's still playable. It's gonna be a little bit of a fight here. Still struggling, still fighting. Okay, g6 being played. Well, you could do all sorts of things. Check. Probably you're gonna play king f6, right? Of course, I mean, not that much of an issue here. King f6. What do? Go on the back rank and try and check this way? Or you're gonna go here and try and check this way? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna check the king? Probably h8 or something? Maybe h8. And if they attack, you're gonna have to go something like this. So she didn't. She actually moved the king on the back rank. So Anish needs to move around and find a way to actually break him through. This guy is incredibly important, so she's more than aware. So the g3 white pawn is a very good stopper. Together with the rook, makes it sort of like unpushable for black to do h5, h4. So probably she wants to keep this guy here for now. Now what do you play? You play this kind of stuff? If they let you. I think it's very instructive now. Let's see what Anish comes up with. Let's see what he does. How is he going to capitalize on this one? I'm just curious. Rook to d6 played by Anish Giri. Rook to d6. So he maintains the status quo, but it's not a progress. What would be the progress here, guys, you reckon, Simpson? What would be the progress here? Is it king g5? And then what do you do exactly? Do you play another check or something? What do you play? What does he want to do? You want to march with the king? You want to go with the king? And then check and gain access to this guy. Yeah, I think that's quite okay. So I would I would suspect that Anish wants to get the king on f3 with the help of the black rook. I don't know if that's achievable, but I guess you have to try. Of course, it's going to be another check here. Can you imagine? Probably. Then you go this way. It's not quite over. Not quite over. So I suspect Anish decided. Now I don't know if he wants to commit. Well, that's a message on business Facebook. What's that? Well, I'm gonna answer to that. I'm gonna answer to that just a bit later. Okay, so check. You can't get here. Well, you can if you want to, but then check coming back again. You're going here, and then probably moving here. No, because if you attack, you're gonna drop this guy. So the king has to stay in close proximity with the pawn. White king has to stay closer to the g3 all the time. Really, really curious, and I think it's instructive for everybody. I want to see how black wins here. Really want to see how he manages to win. So you're in check now, right? Back rank. Oh, what's with that thing with it? I don't want to see the. I don't want to see the predictions or anything. If you play the king down here, probably it's gonna be a check, right? But if they move here, what do? You're dropping the pawn, or you just cut him off on the f file? I guess you can. I guess you don't check. It's a disaster. You have to play f7. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think you have to place the rook on the f. Because you need to make sure the black king does not approach the g3 pawn. Something like that. You gotta play f7. You gotta play f7, and I guess then Anish win. No? Right, so she wants to check on the 4th and 3rd rank. But then I think it's very blockable. Well, given the fact they're both tired, you never know. So I think she should just keep playing. Let Anish come up with a solution here. In the end, actually, Anish needs to force the win here. She needs to defend and try to check continuously and see if she can exploit some weakness or something. So oh, okay. So guys, have you got any plan for black here to capitalize? I guess you may want to get the king here and then rook to blocking the checks and things. Let's see. Can you do with black just king? Maybe here. Then if they check, you're gonna move here. You need to get with the king closer. Let's see. Rook a7 played by Ju and Jun. Now, if black trades the rooks, black wins very easily. As long as the white rook is alive, it's gonna be an impediment pretty much all the time. Pretty much all the time. It's gonna be difficult if there is a white rook checking the black king. I mean, that's the only thing she could do. That's the only thing she could do. So black should be winning. How many moves? 74 moves. Well, probably they are aware of the 50 move rule now, so if there is no pawn capture, like for 50 moves or something, there will be a draw. Right, Gukesh drew. What up the Storov? Nepomniachtchi won against the other guy. Haven't heard of them. Prague drew with Max Sudlu. Van Forest lost to Ali Reza. Dingley Ren, finally, guys. We get to see Dingley Ren. I'm going to come back tomorrow anyway for the second round, and probably going to be a bit of a longer stream, I guess. Donchenko lost to Wei. Yeah, that's what it is. You guys can read it here on the left-hand side. And what is black playing? Man, I'm still getting those messages from that pal. Yeah, we can have a quick look at that one. I haven't watched them because I was at a club today, so I haven't really watched the game that Dingley Ren played against Vidit. I just came back like half an hour ago or something, just grabbed the sandwich and then I realized there is one last game left in the first round of the Tata Steel. So I said, yeah, why the heck not? So let's see what they do. I haven't watched that one, so I reckon you did see the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna look at that one briefly after this one ends. Anish Giri now thinks of something. What is he doing? Can he move this? But then check may be coming here, or it might be a check here. You see, so if he pushes the king down, it's gonna have some check either on e7 or on e3. So probably on a3 because Ju and Jun wants to save the pawn, right? So we need to check. So king can't move here. They need to come on e. So it's not that easy, you see, and it's highly psychological and emotional. And because they're human and not machine, not engines, you see, you're always prone to mistake not being, you're not a machine after all. There's the fatigue, there's the stress, and anyone can play a bad move or a streak of bad moves. Right. What would you play, guys, then? Simpson, what would you do here? Um, is this thing working? Rook to d3 in order to get the black king here. Of course, you're going to be subjecting the king to checks, but you can't have them all. Okay, so he actually committed. He actually committed and pushed g5. Very, very cool. Okay, so now she goes for the 5th rank and the pawn's on the 5th rank. Okay. Now that's something. What do you play? So it feels like kind of like easier for white because she only needs to check the king and go for weaknesses. For black is actually the problem to finding the way through. Rook d5. Okay, defending, obviously. Now you can see a check here. But then the king comes here. Then you got another check. So you gotta have to move again. And if you move here, it's gonna be this. And yeah, it's still something. So now Anish now needs to do something. He needs to produce some very good ideas. He needs to do something here that works for black and actually... I mean, black would be super happy to trading the queens, but she's not going to accept the trades. She's not going to accept the rook's trade. Of course she won't. No. If she does this is game over very quickly. So she can't do it. No, she didn't do that. I press a mistake. Let me refresh the page, actually. Let me refresh the... No, not this one. Where is it? Where is it? Tata Steel round 1. Where are you guys? There you go. Of course she can't take the rook. Yeah, exactly. Check. Exactly. Not too many options, but yeah. Check. Now, where does the black king gonna move? If the black king goes on the 3rd rank, she's gonna check him again. She has to. She has to. She's more than happy with the draw here, obviously. But how is Anish going to win? It's so difficult. It's difficult. I think in principle, Anish wants to get rid of the white pawn. So I don't know in what sequence, in what order sequence, but he would like to probably push this guy and get the 2 passes rolling down. So I wonder if black maybe should move the king on f5 and then thinking about maybe some chances to moving these guys down the board. Because once the white pawn disappears, once the white pawn disappears, it's very easy. It's way easier for black to moving two black pawns down the board, supported by the king and by the rook, and I think it's game over. So if the g3 disappears, then that was it. So I guess king f5. King f5 probably. Let me just highlight. So I guess king f5. With the idea of doing h4. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you think differently, please do say it. If you think there is another plan for black, because you can't make progress just moving the king on the f3, because the white rook is going to check you continuously. So could be f5. f5, you can't be checked by the white rook, and maybe you can push h4. Maybe. I don't know what else. King f5. King f5 for h4. That is for black. White only looks for the checks, for a perpetual if possible. So if I were black here, probably king f5. Simpson, you think similarly? King f5. Yeah, that's what I can think of. I don't know what else. I don't know what else. And he was on 15 minutes, Anish Giri. Now he's on 7 minutes. So it's really time consuming, this kind of endings. It's not that easy. It's not that straightforward. It is time consuming. So the only thing I can understand here is that okay, so he actually committed to do e3. Okay, do you want to bet on rook a3 now? Because that's what's going to happen. Okay, I understand he plans on moving rook to block. So rook a3, rook d3. Rook a3, rook d3. No, she didn't. Check. Well, what? You're gonna do f1 or g1? No, that's a difficult ending, guys. It's a difficult ending. It's a continuous grinding, and you need to do this accurately. Yes, black is winning down the road somewhere. Is she gonna go rook a5? Just asking for a friend. Is she gonna do rook a5? Well, wait a minute. It's Anish. It's blacks. It's not white. Apologies. So it's black to play. And if it's black to play, what do? You do another check. She's gonna move up. And if you keep doing that, it's gonna be a draw. So he don't wanna make it a draw, that's for sure. Okay, rook e2. It's a very difficult ending. It's king and rook ending. So this kind of endings are incredibly difficult. Okay, the idea would be this and this if there is any check coming on the third rank. So the idea would be king f3. And if white checks, blocking with rook e3. That's what I think black wanna do, but she's gonna check him now with the rook a3. Therefore, you have to move the king. e4, where else? I mean, like, where else you wanna move it? It's just a difficult one now to play and win. It's not easy. White is going to decline any rook trade until the very end. Black needs to find a way to get rid of the white pawn on g3 and then move those pawns down. That's it. Well, it's gonna take some rearrangements. So what did he play? Who's that? Oh, okay. So I guess rook a3. You tell me, guys, if you think it's something else than rook a3. Because I think you have to do rook a3. You really need to do rook a3. Yeah, Simpson, you see, these are grandmasters, and this is just not an easy win. If it was, would have happened already. It's just the difficult ending. So it's very convoluted with a lot of possibilities here. So I'm just taking it step by step, position by position here. Rook a3 looks absolutely necessary here. Pardon if it's something else, I don't know, but rook a3 looks incredibly important right now. Because if you don't do rook a3, black's going to play king f3, attacking your pawn. The king can't do nothing to defend. And then if you check, black's going to block with the rook. And then you take, they take, and you're practically kind of lost. Therefore, rook a3. I guess rook a3. I would do rook a3 now. I don't know what she plans on doing, though. I really don't know. Is there anything else for white to play, guys? Is there anything else for white to do here? What else? Rook a5 to attack those guys from behind? Do you think that's why she spends the time? She thinks about playing rook a5? Nah, she checks. There you go. Exactly. I did say rook a3. I didn't find anything. Now you can play this kind of stuff. Well, maybe not. Because this. Yeah, but then this. But then this, and I think you lost. So, what do you play? Attack the rook. They're going to do this. That's a problem. You're going to lose this guy. No, you have to check again. Ah, Anish is a magician. It's finished here now. Yeah. Anish is indeed. He found it. He found it, guys. It don't matter what white plays now. If you check the king, they're going to play king f3. If you check again, he's going to block with the rook, and it just doesn't matter at this stage. If you move the king to attack the black rook, Anish is going to play rook e3. Again, attacking this guy. So she's desperate. She tries to win a tempo by going for those guys from behind. So that might keep Anish a little bit in expectation, maybe. He goes for this guy. This is very important. So I think it's done now. You can't even check because of rook e3. You can't do nothing. I mean, you could take this guy though, and I think you should. But then he's gonna take here, threatening checkmate in a move. You can't touch that guy on h5 though. You can't. So now king g3, and you got a checkmate in a move. It could be check though. Nah, I think it's finished. He gonna play king h4. It's done. Yeah, it's kind of done now. I think she could just resign at this stage. I think it's kind of done. It's very, very difficult to defend this one. Nope. I don't think she could do too much at this stage. Nothing works. Rook a3 doesn't work because rook e3. So that was it, guys. That was it. That was it. It's gone. Did she resign? What's going on? Is it ended? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's gone now. So the reason she resigned is that if white goes for this pawn, black's going to take on g3, threatening checkmate in a move. If you... So, I mean, this is just done. It's just, yeah, and if you play rook a3, it's rook e3. Again, there's nothing else to do. You just can't play anything at this stage. Well, you don't need that making anticipation. You absolutely do not know that unless you start doing it. You got a lot of time. The other person has a lot of time. So it's a fight. It's a struggle. The stuff you said, I haven't seen it. Dingley Ren vid it. So let's just see it now. Let's see it now. Vidit is white. Dingley Ren is black. That an Nimzo, right? Okay. Hey, F3. That's cool because E4. Okay. E4. Takes. Okay, cool. Okay, castles. Ooh, you gotta play carefully now. So the black king is very nice and safe. Bishop E2. A6, probably preparing some B5. Knight F3. H6. H6. Can you do bishop F5? Or bishop G4? I'm not playing any games at the minute, Simpson. So when I'm doing the commentary, I'm just doing the stuff that I'm having in front of my eyes, Simpson. It's just that when I'm playing my own game online, then probably, yeah, I need to make an extra effort to actually think for myself and at the same time throwing in a couple of words for my friends when they watch it. So that's why I'm trying to just keep it casual and unrated because I'm not giving like my full uncompromised attention. So when I'm streaming and I'm playing live, I try to make it casual because I'm dividing my attention, talking, wasting energy, words, and then trying to figure out stuff. But anyway, it's okay. I'm just enjoying it, Simpson. And if there's one or two more ideas that might be useful for you or something, I think that's for the better. And especially I'm enjoying watching GMs or super GMs versing one another. I think that's probably my favorite when I'm streaming. I love watching live Dingley Ren and Vidit or something, or Magnus or whoever they are, Prague or something. Now, H6 here, I guess it's because they try to prevent some Bishop G5 or something, but I just wonder if Bishop F5 would have been playable here. Now, if you do Bishop F5, it could be some castle short and things, but I guess it's playable. H6. Bishop F4. You have to develop. Bishop D6. Bishop D6. Queen D2. So notice, guys, how they don't rush into trading, but instead they keep developing and they want to say, like, if you take my guy, I'm going to take my queen, maintaining my queen's activity. Hi there, CH. Good to see you. Now, that's a pin. I think you should be castling straight away here, or move the king away from the e-file. Which you did. Which you did. So, purposefully, I've hidden all the lines here because I don't want to have any sort of assistance. I mean, not now. Okay, it's good to develop anytime. It's good, always good to develop. Now, probably you could play rook a to e or something. h3, can you do h3? You could do h3, rook a1. So that one, probably this one. Probably. Okay, bishop d3, none of these. Bishop d3. Okay, bishop d3. Okay. Takes. I guess Ding has to do something with this knight on b8. They gotta do something. You have to develop your pieces. Yes, he did. Knight bd7. That's what I would do. If I were Vidit here, I would seriously think about playing some rook to e1. I mean, what else? What else do you want to do? h3? By the way, I haven't seen the game. I have no idea what they played. I know they drew, because it says it drew, but I haven't seen the game. I'm just saying candidate moves, probably rook e1, h3, this kind of stuff. Is there any other stuff here? I don't know. Hey, that's interesting. What is that? Knight f3 to d2. What is that? What does he want to do? Getting the knight on d2. Why? Do you want to go e4 now? Ah, okay, it's multi-purpose stuff. That's a nice idea. Knight d2 wants to say your knight's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, I think I understand something. They want to say I might play knight e4 at some point. I might play knight e4 at some point. But at the same time, your knight on f6 can't really play. Because if they move the knight on f6, then queen on f4 with the rook on f1 would be attacking on f7, and that's pretty much devastating. Is it? Look, I would expect nothing less from this kind of super GMs. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got an army of coaches and GMs behind him. I think who helped him during the World Chess Championship? Was it what's that guy? Hold on, the Hungarian Romanian guy, Richard Rapport. Wasn't he helped by Richard Rapport when he was playing Jan Nepomniachtchi? So knight d2, yeah, Richard Rapport, exactly. So knight d2 makes the knight on f6 a little bit stuck with there. And that's cool. It's nice. That's good. Plus, you can play knight e4 if you really want to. And you also have rook e1, whatever you want to. Yeah, I understand why. So now Ding dropped the bishop because you may want to play this guy after all. And you still need to keep an eye on the f7. Dangerous. Plus, it's a little bit prophylactically because maybe white would have liked to play h3. It's a little bit like saying, I'm playing the bishop to h5 because I want to discourage you from playing h3. It probably tries to create white the intention for h3 as unnecessary. I mean, like, come on, there's no point to play h3 now. Because look, I moved my bishop away. Why would you play h3? I imagine. Richard Rapport helped Ding because Ding asked him to. Oh, yeah, he was a fan of. Yeah, I'm a fan of Richard Rapport aggressive and unorthodox chess style. I'm pretty sure Nepo had some GMs helping him as well. I don't think they lacking strong players to helping them. I don't think none of them. They all having an army of coaches and guys ready to step in for the right fee. But at that level, there's money is not a problem. You're representing a whole country. There's no problem. Yeah, finding someone to advising. Okay, bishop to f5. What's that doing? Bishop to f5. What's this thing? What's bishop f5? I mean, I'm not like it's losing or nothing, but I was just thinking, is rook a1, ae1 that awful? Probably rook takes, and you're going to water down the battery on the f. But you can't take on f as long as this guy's here. Bishop f5. What does the engine say here? Wait a minute. Now I really want to know. Plus 0.8. A little bit of an edge for white. A bit, just a bit. What does the engine say? The engine say a4. The engine say a4. Why the heck would you do a4 here? I mean, I know I'm not a machine, but why the heck would you do a4? You know, this is this kind of moves that makes me very despondent in terms of I'm never going to be able to think that kind of things. What the heck does a4 do? Apart from, okay, you try to put a stopper to what, b5 or something. What's the thing with a4? No, I just try to understand why does the engine say a4 here. I mean, bishop f5 I could understand potentially. Rook a b1 I can understand in terms of you want to play rook b1 because you want to push this guy. I mean, stuff like that I could understand. You want to open up the b. I understand. Knight d4 I understand that too. b3 not so much. b3 I don't understand that much. b3 I don't know what the heck b3 is doing at all. So b3 I would never consider playing b3. And unfortunately, for myself, I would never consider a4 playing here. Unfortunately. I don't see any freaking meaning behind a. I mean, more like a waiting move, waiting for black to actually do something, and you don't want to weaken yourself. So maybe from this point of view, a4 might make some sense. Maybe. But a4, I gotta tell you, is that kind of move that I wouldn't think about playing it. I would probably think about rook ae or bishop f5. I can see it. I can understand the reason, but okay, that's why I'm. Unfortunately, I'm still a human. Okay, bishop f5. Bishop g6. Knight e4. Takes and takes. Still, the knight on f6 is very much pinned. Oh boy, look at these. Look at these. No, the computer always knows what to do. The computer always knows what to do. Now, that's a complication. That's a complicated thing. b5. I think I would take first. I think first I would take c takes b. And after they take, I don't know. Should I take again? I think I would take again. Yeah, I would take. And I would take again. Oh, he took on f6. Okay. Should you take now? I think you should. I think you should. Yep. Ooh, queen. What is going on here? Queen b8. Is it the only move for black to play queen b8? Queen b8. No, the engine is endless. The engine is infallible. The engine is absolutely infallible. They never go wrong. They see everything. They don't go wrong. They don't have emotions. They are the perfect executioner. You just, I mean, yeah. That's queen b8. I guess you can't really take here, right? You can't take because it's this guy here. So obviously that's... And also you can't take with the queen because there is knight c7, right? And it's already a big fork here attacking everything. Yeah, probably that's the reason. Queen b8. Could you play queen b6 though? Queen b8, queen b6. Is there any difference? There might be a difference in terms of... Keep an eye on this guy on c5. You attacking the knight. Maybe. I'm not sure. Queen b8 he played. a4, defending that knight forever. Rook at... Aha, I got it now. He played queen b8. Okay, Ding is... he's still world champion and he come... Okay, so actually he played queen b8 for this move. Now I see it. Now I see it. The rook attacks the queen and also keeps an eye on that white pawn. I think that's cool. Oh. Okay. Takes, takes, and takes. A very tough ending. So he didn't take because he wants to centralize the knight once white decides to take the rook? Yeah, it's fascinating. The AI is fascinating. On the other hand, yeah, it's like it looks like the age of humans have ended chess-wise. I mean, we need to accept the fact that every single time you're going to play a computer, you're going to lose. Or you got to play something that you know it's giving you chances for a draw. So, you know, you need to make a collection of all the openings and defenses that have big chance of becoming a draw. And you got to memorize those and understand them very well. Because the age of humans have ended. The machines are going to win every single time. Your thinking is limited. And you're not able to calculate everything they see. Every single misstep you do, even a little bit of a square or something, and the game is done. The engine wins every single time. Even if you get a piece, it's still a nightmare to win against the engine because they're not going to make a mistake. I mean, if they like, if you play, let's say you're inducing a handicap to the machine, to the AI, you're still going to have to play like a maniac incredibly accurately to win. It's still not done. And in the Fisher random, actually that works for humans because if the engine does the Fisher random, they're still gonna win. It doesn't matter. Fisher random is just if you want to say that you're so taken aback by the fact that everyone is memorizing everything, and you just want to play something new, fresh, creative, then you go towards the Fisher random because you're gonna have to play practically from the very first move. You know, but from the engine's point of view, well, they don't have a point of view, but just it doesn't matter. They still gonna cover all the billion branches necessary for them to win. So you can't play against the machine. So took here to protect the a4. Okay, what else happened? Knight attacking rook and pawn, hitting, taking. Matt, I don't know what you're saying. Big advantage. You said Dingley Ren had big advantage, but I can't really see the huge advantage. No, engines don't ruin chess. They just make it a perfection. No, engines do not ruin chess. Well, they ruin chess when people are cheating. That's where the chess is ruined practically. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But they don't ruin chess. They actually offer the image of perfection in chess. I don't think engine ruin anything. They are a great tool. They are a tool that actually enhance human understanding. I think they're awesome. So engines do not ruin chess. They are absolutely, they offer an image of perfect chess. You can only copy, you can only strive to play like that as a human. They ruin in the moment they are being used by people that are cheating. That's when they actually uh, does it. So Matt, I didn't see any big advantage for Dingley Ren here. I mean, the eval bar doesn't show anything like huge, like minus or something. It's just a struggle. Yeah, there is an okay, so there's nothing we could do here at the minute now. Okay. Yeah. No, they're absolutely great, especially in the endings, difficult endings, difficult tactics and stuff. I mean, for study, they're very good for openings. You know, you could get a chessable course, but also if you have the patience, you could open up the opening. Sorry, you can use the opening explorer, and if you want to play some unorthodox stuff, you could ask the engine and take notes and understand, memorize, and then apply. So I think there is just a perfect tool, really a perfect tool for learning. I don't think there's anything wrong with the engine again, unless folks use them and cheat. That's it. Other than that, yeah. But luckily, when you go over the board, there is anti-cheating stuff over the board. Online, instead, it's very difficult. Anyway, but I gotta say, until this moment, I haven't seen anything like crushing advantage for black. Just if you can point towards the moment where you think black is in huge advantage, please do. But I haven't seen anything. For that matter, maybe white created a bit more attacking stuff. Well, I don't know what what engine did Robert Hess use. I'm only use whatever Lee Chess has available here. What's this guy? Stokefish 14. That's what I have on the Stokefish 14. Yeah, that's what I have available here. I got Stokefish 14. Yeah. So I don't see that moment for black where actually they're dominating or doing stuff or stuff like that. I don't see. Yeah, Nimzo Indian they played indeed. Kamach variation. key march variation one. Okay, so people have been playing that at the highest level. Of course. Okay. Now the database is not that generous. H6. H6 is a move. Bishop D6. H6. Bishop F5. H6. Ah, I did say Bishop F5, and I don't play that, but it makes sense. Yeah, I did say Bishop F5 at this stage, actually. They want to feel good about themselves because over the board they would be smashed. So the only illusion that lasts is just because they use the engine against another human. They feel better about themselves just for a second too. But when they check on themselves, they're actually not that great. Because when they go over the board, they're getting smashed. And they just try to do this one as long as until they getting caught. Because sooner or later they get caught online. They get caught online, and yeah, it's just nothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very sad thing with the cheating online, but we're going for because not everybody. I think there is a lot of very decent folks that just try to learn and play. So yeah, it's just yeah. Right, so what does the engine say? So what's the thing here? 0, okay, bishop f4 is okay. I mean, on Lee Chess database is just 0, but probably there's nothing wrong with bishop f4. Okay, no game found. Probably if you go to ChessBase or something, they might be having some extra games. Or maybe if you go to 365, they might have some extra positions here. Bishop d6 and stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay. Guys, if you played anything phenomenal or memorable, tell me. And Anirudh, you said you played something cool on Lee Chess. If you want to share the link or something, tell me, and I'm happy to look together. Yeah, let's have a look, buddy. Let's have a look. And yeah, tomorrow I think I wanna do the stream a bit longer tomorrow because it's Sunday. I'm not having a club. And oh, let me just open up the chat. The chat is just you can't read the last line of the chat. Oh, okay, cool. Now you can. Now you can. Yeah. Let me lock this chat. Now let's go, Lord Anirudh and stuff. Okay. Ah, there you are. 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 The last game you played? Oh my God! You played the bullet. You want to look at a bullet now? The last oh okay, okay, that's a bit better. Okay. Oh man, yeah, I mean the rapids are more concludent and stuff like that. The rapids. So you played, but the other guy played one inaccuracy, one mistake. He played it very well that 5 minutes, very well. One inaccuracy, one mistake. You did four. You did do a blunder. Let's see what happened actually. You being white or black here? You being white or black? You being what were you here? You were black. Okay. Yeah, they want to play blitz, blitz or bullet because if they go into rapid, they are aware that some folks get assistance, so they want to minimize. They want to minimize it, you know. So that's why they go into bullet or stuff because if someone that uses an engine and play bullets, they would have to play pretty much super accurately, and it's just becoming very, very blatant. Whereas if they try in a minute to ask the engine, then come back and input the moves, they're gonna get flagged. So that's why probably the title players during the streams they go, they just go with a bullet or something. I guess you could ask them though. Probably that's the reason. If you go into rapid, you never know. Unless the other guy shares the screen, you just never know. Knight f3, knight f6, bishop e2, bishop d6. There's nothing wrong. Castles, castles, c3. Okay, rookie. That's a good move. I like it. Now that's a pin. h6. Okay. Knight c6. Could you play something like bishop f5 and then knight bd7? Just asking. I don't know. Bishop f5, bishop g4, and then knight bd7. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that works. So, by the way, Matt, I've just remembered now. Did you do your screenshot with your puzzle rush for that competition with the chess.com thing? Given the velocity on in the puzzle rush, you should do that. So, okay, Anirudh, I wonder if bishop f5 would be something here. Let's find out. Yes, bishop f5 indeed. Yes, bishop g4 indeed. Yeah, these are the moves I would have told you to, and I did tell you about. So bishop f5, bishop g4. That's exactly, and I think the engine wants to say you're going to play bishop f5 or bishop g4, and then you're going to play knight bd7. That's exactly what I told you. That's exactly what I told you to do. Yeah, this one is... how do you solve that problem with the pin? Probably you're going to have to drop the bishop back. Oh, he helped you a little bit. I'm not sure about that one. He shouldn't have broken the pin. He should have kept you in a pin. Okay. That's good. Oh, okay. That's good for you. That's really good for you. Okay, just play normal chess here. Meaning normal chess, meaning maybe doubling up the rook e7, rook e8. Just asking for a friend. Could that be done? Mm-hmm. So rook e7, rook e8. I mean, just double up the rooks. What else? Is it that bad to double up the rooks? Yeah, unnecessarily. I mean, I understand what you mean, but don't give them chances to trade off pieces. Just rook e7. I'm just thinking now, maybe rook e7, then the other rook. What do you think, Anirudh? Rook e7 and then rook a8, e8? So let them think about what to do. Don't make it easy for white. What do you think about rook e7 and then rook a e8? Yeah, and then you get double rooks. So let him decide stuff. You just double up your guys. You just let him play. Because the knight on f3 is still sort of like pinned, you see. You got a triple attack on e2. You've got triple attack on e2. So that's his problem. He needs to deal with that, not you. So I'd say just keep the tension, keep the problem. Rook e7, rook e1, the other rook a to e8. And I don't think you got too many issues here. Let's see if that's true. I don't know. Let's ask the engine. So now we can ask him. Yeah, my move is... actually, my move is getting there. There you go, rook e7. There you go. Now it's the first line of the engine. There you go. I was right. I had a very good intuition and reasoning here. Yeah, it's rook e7. Exactly right. And there you go. Down the line, down the line, down the line, you got rook e8. So my thought was actually accurate. Yes, you double up the rook on the e-file and let him think what to do. As long as you have a chance to get double power on the e-file, I don't see why not. So yeah, I was correct about this. Yes, that's what I would... No, I wouldn't do this. You make it easy for them. Yeah, you just make it easy for them. Yeah, not necessarily. Okay, you just trade off stuff now. Yeah, okay. Ah, well. Now you gave him the e-file, though. How are you gonna get the e-file back? You're gonna play what? King f8 and rook e8? How are you gonna take your file back, Anirudh, now? You gave him the e-file. I don't know what you're gonna do. Maybe this, but then you gotta be careful about this, and I don't know what to say. I still don't like it, particularly due to King D3, Queen D3, Queen C2, and the prospect of Queen H7 gives me big uncomfortable feelings here. I don't know what to say. I don't like it particularly. I think you unnecessarily traded. You shouldn't have. No, don't trade here. I don't know, just do something else, but don't trade. I wonder I wonder if we could do something like this. Then some C6, I don't know, C5, maybe. Maybe some C6, then maybe some knight G6. And just wait and see what happens. Then queen here, and if he takes, you take. And then jumping here. So what I think is knight E7, don't trade. Don't trade the rooks. Knight E7, I don't know what white's gonna do. But you could play C6 potentially. Probably he wants to double the rooks then. Well, what can I do? Then, okay, knight here. He's gonna double, then you're gonna have to take. Yeah, that's a shame you gave the E-file. Yeah, but... Oh, yeah, I think he should have played one of these two. I think he should have played Queen C2 or Queen D3. And you're then gonna have to play this, and then... You're gonna have to be careful about the dark squares around the king. What can I say? Queen C2, there you go. I mean, I said Queen C2, and I said Queen D3. And I can see them now proposed by the engine. There is Queen C2. Okay, it's not the first line of the engine, but I was anticipating prophylactically a danger, and it's been confirmed. It's Queen C2, Queen D3. That weakens the king side, Anirudh. That weakens the king side. That's what it is. So that comes with the caveat. The guy didn't do that, though. He should have, I guess. Yeah, okay, rook E8 now. Takes. Okay, that could be a draw. He's still... Okay, he played it later. You have to do... What do you have to do? You have to do G6 here. No! G6. You have to do G6. When? When do you want to play knight A5? You want to play knight A5? Now it's not going to work. You're wasting your time. Knight A5 is not going to work because B3 and you have nothing. You got nothing, Anirudh. If you do knight A5, I understand what you mean. But you're not going to go anywhere. They're going to play B3 and that was it. And actually your knight is at the periphery of the universe. It's awful. You're going to have now to waste the tempo, get that knight back. Knight A5 is not going to get you anything. I'm sorry. King F8, okay. Rook E8, takes and takes. Queen D3, I think you have to do G6 ASAP. You have to do G6 ASAP. Let's see if the engine agrees. I might be wrong. The engine says knight E7. I really hate having the queen here. I'm sorry. I'm not comfortable with the queen there. I'm so uncomfortable having the queen there. Hi there, king's pawn. Knight E7. I just so much hate it. G6. Is G6 that awful? Well, okay, you're giving up on the dark squares, then they play... Oh my god, you're actually dropping everything. Disaster. G6, Queen E3. Okay, you're practically losing the game at that stage. You're just losing the game. So you're going to play knight E7, accepting Queen's intrusion here. Painful. Already, I don't like it. Queen E7, Queen B5. I just don't like it. The engine says it's perfectly equal, but white is kind of like doing the cards here. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, you dropped that pawn. Okay, it's going... What? Is there a blunder or something? Oh my god. No, it's not checkmate. Ah, it's Queen F1. It's Queen F1. Okay, you can grab on C3. And actually... Bloody hell, you're actually doing quite good now at this stage. Because you take C3 and you attack actually B4 and D4. What? No, you gotta take here. No way, you take on C3. Look at this. The guy is lost. I guess. I guess. I guess queen c3, right? You gotta do queen c3. Let me see if that's true. Yeah, queen c3 all day, queen c3. Of course, queen c3. Totally queen c3. I was right about it. Absolutely queen c3. You take queen c3, and after c3 being captured, the other guys are doomed. And it's cool. I mean, you're playing for a win, actually. You play now. I'm not sure anymore because the bishop is stronger than your guy. His bishop, given the fact he's on the, it's an open position. The bishop on d5 is stronger than your knight, and your knight is very limited. Your knight can't go nowhere. I mean, you can go on e7, but what's the point of it all? You're just going to play this kind? No, you're going to drop more stuff. Sorry, you can't even move the knight. It's painful. Actually, he might be able to just take your knight, giving you double pawns on the c, and march on with the king, and I think you toast. Now, if you took on c3, you probably would have won. Nah, you're dropping the whole stuff now. That's it. That's the end of it. Yeah, you don't have really good plans here, Anirudh. You drop it here. Even if, yeah, it's gone. That's it. It's gone. It's gone. At this stage now, it's gone. You lost it, I think, 3 moves ago. You lost it 3 moves ago. Now it's gone. Now it's just gone. Here. Had you played queen c3, if you did that, I think that would have been amazing. That's actually the move. He's in trouble here. Queen c3, he's in real trouble here. He can't defend them both. And if he takes, okay, so be it, you're going to take. But your queen still hits the d4, still attacks the b4. Your queen is super, super, super happy. Your queen is so happy. Anyway, I think you really enjoyed the game. You played against this guy, CM. I think you really enjoyed the game. But yeah, now I think it's done. Yeah, and given the fact you missed another opportunity to doubling up your rooks on the e-file when you had the opportunity, so you lost that advantage, that possibility. But overall, I think that was a nice game. That was a nice game you played. So this guy gave a simul. Aman Givondian. Aman Givondian. Cool stuff, brother. Nice one. Nice one. Okie dokie. So, Anirudh, thank you very much for the game. Thank you, Simpson and Matt. Guys, I don't know if you're still there, but appreciate. So, fellas, tomorrow would be the second round of Tata Steel. So, I guess around 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. GMT. I'm going to try to log in and have that stream. If you guys available, that's cool. And yeah, okay, nice one. Thank you, Anirudh, for the game. You guys, Anirudh, I think you're really growing in understanding, and you're getting wiser and wiser, and you're getting stronger and stronger. I think that's cool. I'm so happy for you, man. I'm so happy for the way you keep playing. Simpson, thank you very much, my friend. You're doing a better chess, Anirudh. I think your understanding has matured. So I'm very happy to see that, and I'm so happy to see your very nice ideas getting concrete on the board. Okay, guys, I really appreciate your presence. Again, I'll see you fellas tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and see you sooner than you think, guys. Cheers, guys.